how much can surgery cost after a car accident?
Hi there, I'm Bill Adler of Jim Adler & Associates, and today we're going to be discussing a topic that we get a lot of questions about from our clients, and that is, after I've been in a car or truck wreck where I was injured, how much will my surgery cost? Now, it's important to know there's no real exact answer here, and many different factors are in play. However, there are a few pieces of information that will be helpful to you and your family to navigate this difficult road.
If you or a loved one was injured in a car accident, it's possible that a doctor may have told you that you need surgery as a result. And for many people, the word surgery can be scary, as there are so many unknowns, such as how extensive will it be? What are the risks versus the benefits? What will my recovery be like? How long will I be out of work? And, often top of mind for many people, how much will the surgery cost? There is no easy answer here. There are many factors to take into consideration, and the price will depend a lot on the injury itself, where it is, how bad it is, and what type of surgery will be required. It's safe to assume that whatever kind of surgery you need will end up costing thousands of dollars. While costs may range, for example, an operation to fix a broken bone in the arm will likely be significantly less expensive than a procedure to repair a damaged spinal cord or fractured skull. Most surgeries are going to be prohibitively expensive for the average American. It's also important to remember that the cost of the surgery itself will likely not be the only medical expense you will be responsible for. Additional costs that quickly rack up along with the surgery bill include ambulance rides to the hospital, diagnostic tests such as X-rays and MRIs, anesthesia during the procedure, medications you need during or after your hospital stay, physical therapy or other types of rehabilitation care, supplemental care items such as crutches, braces, or wheelchairs, and more. Now add to that the fact that after your surgery, you may be facing long-term rehab before you can get back to work, or you may never be able to work in your field again, and you may find yourself in a very difficult position.
Well, as you probably realize, surgery costs and other medical bills after a car accident can add up fast and quickly become overwhelming for you and your family. Plus, if you're out of work as a result, you may find your situation going from bad to worse faster than you actually realized it would happen. If you or a loved one was injured after an 18-wheeler wreck or car accident as a result of someone else's negligence or their actions, you shouldn't have to be the one to pay the bill for your medical expenses, but insurance companies are tricky, and if they know their insured is potentially liable, they may try to offer a settlement soon after the accident. This can be really tempting, as many people see it as a way to start paying off their medical expenses faster. But it's a dangerous offer as well, as it's probably a lot less than your claim is actually worth, and once you've taken it, your case will likely be closed. That's why you shouldn't go at it alone. At Jim Adler & Associates, we are personal injury lawyers with decades of experience handling claims and winning them for our car accident victims. The insurance companies have lawyers on their side. Why not have one on your side? If you have questions about this information or would like to discuss your case, get in touch with us at Jim Adler & Associates via the contact form at jimadler.com or give us a call 800-567-7575.